Unfortunately, I made the huge mistake of downloading TikTok a few weeks back, and I don't know what I expected. I don't know if I thought I'd be seeing Warren Buffett on there giving some behind-the-scenes secret investment tips, but surprisingly enough, he's not on there, and the advice is pretty average, to say the least. And after spending about half a day watching these financial TikTok videos and writing out this video for YouTube, I made some huge realizations. These TikTok videos taught me that investing is actually very easy. You don't need to go to university to learn to invest. You don't need to do any online courses or training or reading Berkshire's annual shareholder letters. No, just watch a couple of 1-minute videos on TikTok and they'll tell you everything you need to know about investing and making money quickly. Now, I really hope you guys could hear the sarcasm in my voice. That was a joke, although it's not a joke if you have to explain it, but I thought I better should. Anyway, to no one's surprise, a lot of these financial TikTok videos are pretty horrendous. And by the way, I should probably put in a warning on this video. Please don't try any of these strategies at home. Yeah, you'll probably end up losing quite a bit of money. Also, another quick warning. After watching these videos, the other thing that you might lose is some IQ points.
If you're watching this video, it's because you saw my last video and you're trying to figure out how I turned $1 into $4,000. So I'm going to show you. In order for me to achieve that profit that I did earlier, I traded a stock index, S&Ps. Those are heavily influenced during the times of 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. by the news. So I went into this page. This was the first thing I saw. So negative means sell. I went into the charts and I predicted that it was going to drop the same way it came up about a day ago. And that's exactly what happened. Now, if you want to learn the exact strategies that I utilize, follow me for more tips and tricks.
Okay, so I kind of feel a bit sorry for this girl because she seems like she may be new to the trading/investing world. She hasn't been burnt by the unrelenting ups and downs that we call the stock market. So she's come up with a very simplistic tactic to make money. Oh, just watch the news and you can predict exactly what will happen to the price of the stock that day. If it were that easy, I think there'd be a lot of people quitting their day jobs to become a stock trader. But of course, stock prices are affected by thousands/millions of traders watching the stock's every move. They have access to the internet too. They watch the news. They have their trading tools. There's just so many different moving parts to what affects the stock price in a day that just watching the news in order to predict the price is generally not a reliable tactic and is not that easy. And can I say, I highly doubt that she turned $1 into $4,000 in 3 hours. If so, well then, maybe I'm just wrong and she is an underlying genius.
So tomorrow is DoorDash's IPO, and a lot of you guys have been asking what I think about it. So it looks like it's going to open up between $90 to $95. I think it's a great investment for a long term. I'm not sure how it's going to be right away for options, but for a long term, IPOs are very interesting. All they can do is go up.
IPOs can just go up. Oh, how I wish that was the case. I'd be so rich. If IPOs would just go up, I would literally quit every bit of work I do and put all of my money into IPOs. So the one that he mentioned in the video was DoorDash, which was about to IPO at the time. And the funny thing about DoorDash was that no, it did not just go up. In fact, it did the opposite. Straight from their IPO, it went down by 18%. After that, it was very volatile, but since then, its IPO, it is still down by 3.47%. Unfortunately, IPOs do not just go up, and they won't generally turn $300 into $300,000.
How to turn your $600 stimmy into $13,000. Stocks to invest in 2021. The first one is Blink, BLNK, the gas station of electric vehicles. Last year, their stock price was just $1.89, and today it sits at $42.75. That's a 2,161% growth. The next one is Square, SQ. Last year, their stock price was $63, and today it stands at $217. That's a 240% growth so far. Lastly, we have Tesla, TSLA. Last year, their stock price, and this is taking into account the stock split, was at $86.05. And today, it stands at $705.67. That's an over 700% return. Investing in any one of these three companies will bring you large returns.
Okay, apart from the fact that Tesla was $700 and the stimulus check was $600, aka you couldn't buy Tesla stock anyway, apart from that, there was one big mistake that this lady is making, and that is that past results do not guarantee future returns. If we look at BLNK, they did go up from $1.89 to $43. A very healthy return, but that does not mean that the price will continue to grow up exponentially in the future. And we found that out to be the case. Actually, since the video was made, it hasn't gone up at all. It went down to $34. Square, another stock that she mentioned, it kind of tells a similar story. Yes, it had some amazing growth in the past, $63 to $217, but since then, it's actually gone down to $194 a share. So that's $600 stimmy. No, if you invested in these stocks, it wouldn't have turned into $13,000. It actually would have gotten a whole lot smaller if you bought the stocks that were mentioned.
What's up?
What about low-cost index funds?
Financial influencers be like, get low-cost index funds because they're low cost, with little regard to how they perform as a retirement plan. But guess what? They freaking suck as retirement plans because they produce sucky retirement income. Put those inside of a 401k or Roth IRA, they double suck. Don't believe me? Look up the 4% rule. I'm Curtis Ray. Don't suck.
Okay, this next one's a little more scary because the guy actually comes across as an educated guy. He's quick with words, he's got the whiteboard marker, the short haircut, but saying not to invest in a low-cost index fund is generally not the best financial advice, especially if you look at Warren Buffett, the world's greatest investor, who says exactly the opposite.
I recommend the S&P 500 index fund, and that for a long, long time to people.
My first question would be, what should I invest in next? Can I have some tips?
I think actually if through the rest of his career and beyond in terms of earning power then, just making monthly investments in a low-cost index fund makes a lot of sense.
So we can either listen to one of the smartest business minds alive today or a financial TikToker. Remember that if we put aside $100 weekly into a low-cost index fund, in 40 years, that would be worth $1.756 million based on historical returns. Index funds, as a long-term strategy, generally they aren't the worst, at least according to Buffett. Or you can choose to put money into this guy's proprietary life insurance policy, but he'll probably be the one who ends up getting rich.
This is the best method to invest your money in. Now, I use chocolates, and I don't want to use any company names because of copyright purposes. So now, you have $10 to invest. These are stocks. Each stock costs $3. You bought all 3 stocks. Next day, 2 stocks go down to $2, and 1 stock goes up to $4. You sell the stock that went up to $4, and you buy 2 of these that are $2. So technically, you have assets worth of $8, which means you lost $1. Now, after every inflation, there's always a deflation. The next day, these stocks would go up to 2.5. Now, you would sell all 3 stocks for 2.5, and you would make $10, but you made $1 profit because you bought the first 3 stocks for $3 each. And that's how you invest your money.
After every inflation, there's always a deflation. I think that quote should be written up somewhere on Wall Street or some other financial hub, and we can all marvel at these wise words. If only they were true. I'm not even sure exactly what this guy means, but I think he's saying after a stock's price goes down, eventually it rebounds and goes up again. Unfortunately, no, this is not the case. Exhibit A. So GoPro was once selling for $86 a share, it kept going down, and it never rebounded to its original price. In fact, it now sells for around $10 a share. General Electric once sold for $475 a share. It turns out they invested in too many different companies that they did not understand. It had some slight rebounds along the way, but now it sells for under $100 a share. When a stock's price goes down, it even feels a bit silly to say, but there is no guarantee that it is going to rebound to its original price, or else buying the dip would always be the right move.
Shiba Inu, the cryptocurrency of the dog coiners, okay? So the freaking Dogecoin. Now there's a Shiba Inu coin that actually just went IPO on the Coinbase exchange. This is a big deal, and I'll tell you why. Anything that you're seeing on Coinbase that is a buyable cryptocurrency, it's going to get so much volume coming to that cryptocurrency. Because you're getting all of the retail investors, you're getting all of the people that are already, trusting the Coinbase platform. There's so many users on Coinbase that when a coin is actually, able to be bought on the, main largest platform for cryptocurrency, that's when things get really crazy. That's when people that are able to compare, should I buy Shiba Inu or should I buy Bitcoin, Now people can say, what's going on? What's my decision? They can make a decision now. So there's a percentage of people that instead of frequently buying Bitcoin, they're like, let's put 10% of my portfolio into Shiba Inu. Let's see what happens. So that's how slowly it's going to actually evolve, and people are going to start, bringing in volume to Shiba Inu, grow it out. And who knows, if it hits $1, if it's 70 cents, bro, there's going to be a lot of millionaires that are going to be placed in this world, bro. I'm telling you, if Shiba Inu is going to hit $1, I'll be a multi-millionaire. I'll have like $100 million. I have a lot of money invested in Shiba Inu just for fun, right? Just for the idea of making it go to that moon level where Dogecoin went to. If Shiba Inu goes there, I'll be worth like 7-8 figures easily. If you're not invested in Shiba Inu, this is not financial advice, but look into it, buddy.
The logic behind that one, it's a little bit suspect. Well, Dogecoin reached $1 in price, so surely Shiba Inu can do the same. They don't realize that it's not about the price per coin, because each coin can be divided up into an infinite amount of coins, so you can make the price as low as you want. It's actually about the market cap of the coin. So let's do the math. If Shiba were to reach $1 per coin like this guy thinks it could, then what would its market cap be? So currently the price is 0.403570 per coin, with a market cap of 19.5 billion. To reach $1, we'd have to times that price by 28,011. That would make its market cap 546,214.5 billion altogether. So to put that into perspective, all of the wealth in the world combined is around 431 trillion. So if Shiba were to reach $1 per coin, this cryptocurrency would be worth all of the wealth in the world and more. Worth more than America, all of the big companies, Apple, Amazon, Alphabet, Microsoft, Meta. Worth more than Russia, worth more than China. Everything they are worth, all put together, this crypto would be worth more if this guy's $1 coin would come true. So yes, if Shiba were to reach $1, you would be worth $100 million. But if I was Bill Gates' son, I would also be worth a lot of money. But both of these things will never happen. So that is one of my problems with TikTok investing videos. A lot of them make it look like investing is easy and it's easy to become rich. But it's often not very practical, realistic advice. And I do feel sorry for the people who listen to the advice that some of these TikTokers are giving and they actually implement it, because you could potentially lose a lot of money. But I don't want to say that all financial TikTokers are like this. I think people like Mark Tilbury, Humphrey Yang, etc., they are very good at giving financial tips on TikTok, but some others, as we just saw, are a little bit dodgy.